Hugh Jackman is a man with many hats, from running on roofs as the Wolverine to being a husband and a father to his 2 children. But despite this Hollywood lifestyle, Hugh and his wife Deborra-Lee Furness still find time to dedicate to issues that are close to their hearts. Well, I caught up with them at the World Vision Ball.
Deb and Hugh live a life in the limelight, red carpets, award ceremonies and paparazzi as they travel the world. Now they're back in Australia as Hugh transforms into Wolverine for his next blockbuster.
Having fun?
I'm having so much fun. I am. And it's so great to be in Sydney filming back at home. I'm loving it. It was very funny. We were in a scene the other night, which is northern Japan, and we actually had snow machines and it was 36 degrees, like at about 11 o'clock at night. I'm having a great time.
Wolverine first got his claws out in 2000, cementing Hugh's place as a Hollywood heartthrob and heavyweight.
You want to get out of my way?
Gets to play a superhero.
Superhero and
do a lot of kung fu fighting.
Yeah. There's only one problem playing Wolverine. He doesn't age, right? Because he can heal himself. Difficult. Particularly as I've been playing it for 12 years. Yeah.
That's what soft lighting does. Trust me, I request that. I don't want to age either. And I always giggle because my husband in holidays grows a beard, decides he wants to be lazy and doesn't want to shave. So, Deb, how do you manage with the Wolverine beard back?
I get to have so many affairs. I mean, every new character, I'm like, oh, who's this guy? I get the stockbroker, I get Wolverine. Wolverine's a lot of fun.
Really?
Even if he is a little hirsute.
We did meet when I was playing a prisoner, so...
I used to make him wear his tats on from work.
Deb doesn't like me too clean cut, let's be honest.
Deb and Hugh know how to have fun, but this is a couple with a conscience. The pair travelled to Ethiopia for World Vision, where Hugh was inspired by a local farmer called Deborra-Lee.
Never for a second can anyone tell me that people living in areas like Ethiopia who are experiencing poverty, that they're not working hard. Because I worked with Deborra-Lee, and within 4 hours I was exhausted, and he had a 10-hour day, 7 days a week for his entire life. And that's generation after generation. It's not for lack of working hard, it's for many people in those areas, there isn't the opportunity.
I met my sponsor boy in Ethiopia, and you see the difference that it makes in their village and the education, and you kind of, it's lovely to come home and know that it really is, what seems small here is enormous over there.
Yeah, and you know, when we left, we made a promise to Deborra-Lee that we'd do whatever we could to help out, use my voice, whatever it was. I wasn't sure what it was at the time. And I could see in his eyes and his face, he was appreciative of that, and this was not a promise to be made lightly.
The couple also works to raise awareness about adoption. They have 2 adopted children, 12-year-old Oscar and 7-year-old Ava.
How do you talk to your children about it? You know, it's such an important lesson, isn't it? I mean, they live pretty good lives.
But they're very aware also. I think they're very conscious. I think children learn by example too. They see that we travel around the world. They see us having, you know, in conversations with Tim Costello from World Vision. They're very aware of it. We went with Tim to Cambodia, and Oscar came with us and we visited villages, and he was there with no toys, in the dirt, there was nothing, and he was fantastic. He gets it, he knows, and he was like the Pied Piper. They were playing, and they found sticks and things. There was no toys to play with, but they created, and there was like a spoken language. He's very aware, and he has like, what's the last count? He has about 10 World Vision buddies that he has pictures of them by his bed. He writes them. He's very aware of the country's politics, everything.
Yeah, but we do talk to, my father used to talk to me a lot about it, and it's natural to me. It's natural to our kids, but I think what Deb and I have really been amazed about is how kids teach you. Like, the things that we might want to teach them, or lessons about community and it's important to give back, are actually natural, because kids get that. They don't necessarily see a division just because you're from that country in that particular part of the world and we're born in this world, that we're any different.
Back to business, the ever-diverse Hugh was enjoying starring in the upcoming remake of Les Miserables alongside Anne Hathaway and Russell Crowe.
How did you like him as in Les Mis? Oh, it was not quite as...
Not quite, no.
Well, Les Mis was hard. It's Les Mis. Yeah. So it was a hard film for him to work on, and he lost so much weight. It was like, didn't make me look good, so I wasn't happy about that. It was ridiculous.
It's all like Koshi being so much taller and broader. That's why I hang around him.
It was grueling, but fantastic. It just had that right kind of fear.
I didn't make you wear those teeth, though.
No, the fake teeth.
Oh, green teeth. I mean, decayed teeth. That was attractive.
When are you heading back to the other home, New York? How long are you here for?
Well,
Yeah,
that's another
question.
story. Our house was under 5 feet of water, our apartment.
Oh, did you?
So we may not have an apartment to go back to. We're west
few
of,
months.
for a few months. So we're going to, that's just happened, so we're going to find out. All of lower Manhattan is in the same boat. There's no power. My kids' schools are closed, and yeah, we were hit by Hurricane Sandy.
Well, enjoy Sydney.
So we don't know what we're doing. But if anyone is in New York got a spare couch, we need a couch.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
We'll put
No,
the
I'm happy
word
to stay
out.
in Sydney for some.
I'll get back to you on that. I'm sure there'll be a few that'll take up the offer. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for all
you.
your time.
I'm sure they will. So Hugh's putting his money where his mouth is. They're launching a new coffee called Laughing Man, and that will go back and help Ethiopian coffee farmers and coffee farmers from right around the world. So we'll tell you when that's available here in Australia. That'll be great.